many tweaks can you make, Doc, when you have such a short turnaround in between games at the moment?
Yeah, it's obviously challenging from a preparation point of view, training-wise. Physically, I think we'll be right, but yeah, you don't have much time to adapt game style. So yeah, we'll look at a little bit of vision, and there's a couple of things we could have executed a little bit better, but equally we had our opportunities, we just didn't take them. So you've got to just tighten that up a bit.
Bit of a recurring theme over the past couple of weeks is probably the hardest thing to do in footy, but how do you execute better?
Yeah, well, ultimately, both teams, both St Kilda and then obviously Melbourne, brought really good pressure, and that can impact your ability to make the perfect decision. So how do you improve that? Well, normally you jump on the training track and train really hard and get the extra reps in, but we won't have that opportunity until after our GWS game. So ultimately, we've banked a hell of a lot of really good work over a long period of time. So you just got to trust. You got to trust that work, and then you got to back yourself in to go again.
So I guess that's your message to the girls when you can't train it. You just say, look, we've got the runs on the board and trust the process.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, they're all they're highly talented players, and they're actually playing good footy. They're just not nailing that last little piece of the puzzle, which is okay. So we'll just we'll get the balls in our hands as much as possible, but there is a limitation when you're on a 4-day break. So we'll just we'll back them in to get it a little bit better next week. And it doesn't have to be significantly better; it just needs to be a little bit better.
Your starts, are they a worry at all? You look at the way that maybe Melbourne able to transition early.
Yeah, there was a couple. So offensively, we actually took the ball forward. We had some deep entries, but we did let essentially two balls come back through us. And that was enough in the end. So yeah, it was an important part of the game, and something we didn't get quite right.
Are you a ladder watcher? Do you think about the importance now, or the lack of margin for error you have if you're trying to finish in that top four?
Yeah, well, ultimately that's AFLW. Welcome to the AFLW. It's great in terms of the engagement, the excitement of every game being crucial. So you lose a game by 2 points, and it has a significant impact on the ladder position. But ultimately, there's 11 games, and we'll just play our hearts out for those 11, and then at the end of that, we'll either have enough or we won't, and we'll take it from there. So no, I don't necessarily buy into the watch it week by week. Has
the competition ever been so easy? I feel like the quality of players coming in means that equalisation feels like that's happening pretty quickly.
No, 100%. Yeah, it's been trending that way for the last couple of years, and that trend continues. So yeah, there's we're getting to that situation where any team on any day can get a win. So from an AFL perspective, I'm sure they're wrapped.
Everyone's dealing with tight schedules, but how did the girls pull up? Do you have to make
Pretty
any
good
changes?
Yeah, well, we had a recovery session yesterday, and then our first sort of on ground will be this afternoon. So we'll get a little bit of a further assessment on everybody, but it seems like we're in pretty good health. So we're ready to roll.
We look at load management in other sports when there are 3 or 4 day breaks, like NBA and those sorts of things. Is that something you've thought about, or is it given it's just a shorter season?
No, the training load through this 2 week period is different to what it is ordinarily. So yes, the answer is yes. But in terms of their capacity to play, I'm really confident. And as an indication of one recovery session is that they've pulled up pretty well through that midweek game.
Giants, what are their biggest strengths, do you think?
Yeah, so they take the game on. They've got a really distinctive style. They'll come at you through the corridor, run and gun handball, also using short kick a little bit more this year. So it's an exciting brand that they're playing, and we're going to have to be at our best to match that, and then hopefully bring something back at them the other way.